Hello. So today we are going to work on creating menus, and we are also going to create some pages for those menus, and we're going to do it from the beginning. Um, okay, so here the first step is we want to create the pages for the menus. So instead of using Workhorse, we're going to use a plugin called SourceFlood. And I will provide this. It actually should be already uploaded in most, if not all, of my sites. But what I'm going to do is take one of the sites that I already completed it for, and I'm just going to copy all of that, and I'm going to paste it over here. And in here, I'm going to replace Jackson with Nashville. So we're going to highlight it all, take Jackson, Mississippi, and replace with Nashville. I don't know if I have it. All right. And then we're going to replace Jackson with Nashville as well. All right, so that should, and the next step, once we do that, we're going to so the way the SourceFlood plugin works, it basically, everywhere that it says flood, it will replace the content with, and create the page based upon whatever says flood. So with this page, it was created with clogged toilet repair as the flood. And I'll kind of explain that a little bit better. But so what we're going to do right here, we're going to replace this with flood as well. So we're going to take clogged toilet repair. And what I may do is actually just provide this as flood already, which would make much more sense. So you don't have to worry about that. But we'll replace this right here. And replace everywhere it says clogged toilet repair with flood. And let's just kind of eyeball it to make sure there's nothing that just stands out that needs to be updated. All right, so I think that looks okay. So what we're going to do now, take what we have, and we're going to start the process for building the flood. So let's log into WP admin for Nashville Plumbing. And let's see if SourceFlood is here, and it is not. So we're going to add it. All right, let's call it SourceFlood and install that pretty quickly. Activated. All right, so here's SourceFlood right here. We can see it on the left side of the screen. I'm going to go to it, and you can see it was activated at one point. So we're going to delete this right here, and we're going to add the same words that we had for plumbing and drain. So let's just have a new tab. Let's make sure it is on here. Let's activate it. And let's just use these exact same words. All right, so we're going to just highlight all of this, copy, and bring it all over here. All right.
Daddy.
So what I'll do is I'll actually provide you a list of what's in here. I thought I was able to copy and paste this, but it looks like I may need to write it out. And so it's not expecting to type this out. What I'll do is I'll have provide you a typed version of all these. Let me see something. See if I can find a way to get this without having to. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can. All right, so I think we may have figured out a way to get this a little cleaner. You'll have this, so you can just ignore this part of the video. Uh, let's use Word. So sometimes we'll automatically put it one in each cell. It's not doing it right now. So we're just gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna do our favorite. Pull this way. Now we'll put in Excel. Okay. So let's kill everything. After that last, we just want to do text to columns. All right, so I think we got this pretty much. A lot of work to get it, but you know, we're making it. We're making it. I think we got everything we need right here. And then we can just hand. All right, so we got it all now. I usually like to put things in alphabetical order because it just makes so much more sense. So let's go ahead. Now that we got that in alphabetical order, let's copy this. I'm going to paste this into SourceFlood. Again, like I will more than likely provide this to you. So we're at Nashville. Let's go here. Gonna add floods, right? So now we have, so it's gonna make a page for each one of these. So it's gonna make a 24-hour plumbing repair Nashville, Tennessee page, a bathtub installation Nashville, Tennessee page, and so forth. So now, once we added the flood, we're gonna go here and just add a page. All right, I always like to use the classic version just because that's what I'm used to. While that's loading, we'll grab all our changes that we made. Remember, we added flood to the document and we did our copy and replace. So we'll go ahead and put that in here. We always paste it in as text because the H tags are already in there. there shouldn't be very many anyway. And then our title is going to be the same. It's going to be Flood, Nashville, Tennessee. So it's basically flood in the city-state. And so now our URL is going to be the same. It's going to be Flood, Nashville, Tennessee. So, which is the city-state. And that's going to be a title of our page. And so, yep. So I think we are ready to publish. Let's look and see if there's anything we want to change. So here's the key. Right here you have to, this custom shortcode title box comes up because of source flood. And so now we're going to create 47 different pages very, very quickly. The first page is going to be 24-hour plumbing repair, Nashville, Tennessee. Next page title will be bathtub installation, and so forth. And so after this, you can see the next step is going to be to create the menu from these pages we created. All right, so let's publish. All right. So if we hit this filter right here, we should be able to see all the new ones we made. So French drain, bathtub repair. We have all our new pages. So we've got that first part down, right? So the next section is we want to replace the links in the home page. So let's go find our home page. So I honestly don't have a quick, easy way to do this. We know our links are all in these pages, these sections: plumbing, installation, plumbing repair, sewer line plumbing, all these. Just kind of got to manually eat through it. What we can do, and I may provide this to you, but we can kind of concatenate this so it's just a copy and paste. And so we just say add equals. Okay, give me a second. I'll do some things so we don't have to type all this out. Yeah, I think most of these are H3s. Remember, we'll have to make the change for the H2s. So I'm doing so much this on the spot. But so we'll say equals this. We'll use concatenate. Oh, we can use and. Either one, concatenate or and. All right, went a little bit too early, so we need to have something here. Well, here, what we'll do is put it here. We'll put a space, replace everything with a space right there. We'll put a backslash right here, so we have all those to display. And then we'll add our city state here. Nashville, TN, and then we'll say Nashville. Well, as you see, this takes a little bit of time, so I usually try to give this to you like I said, without having you to asking you to do this, because it takes a little bit of time. Okay. So now we have our link right here. So we will finish doing what we were doing. It's going to be our link. Okay. So here is going to be our link. We'll just copy and paste this wherever it needs to be placed. So here it comes in handy if you have two separate screens. Here I'm going to use my one screen as two. But so plumbing installation, I would just go find the plumbing installation and paste it here. And because this one happens to be a H3, I have to update that for those. Or I guess I could update those now, but I'm not. So now we have a link here that we just built. Then we just go to the next one, look for the next H3. So this one has this. So we're going to update this with bathtub installation. So you see, initially I was just going to have them all not have the city state in it, but I think it will rank better if it has the city state in it. So we want to make that change for each one of these. Don't really want a space there. Faucet installation, same thing. What's the next one? French drain. Now it's kind of a longer video, but I figured this was a little bit more detailed, so it's kind of more what you were looking for. And again, I appreciate all your help with this. Outdoor faucet. Yeah, garbage. Outdoor faucet. And I'm just going to do this section, but I'm going to stop after this section just so we don't waste your time repeating things. But you can kind of see the pattern. We just made this so that we don't have to try to type everything in. We will always want to save time wherever possible. Again, some of the Excel steps that I mentioned as far as the words for the source flood, I'll provide those so you won't have to try to do like I did and figure out a way to get the information. So it'll go a lot quicker for you than it is for me. Source flow, once you get the copy and paste parts done, and like I said, I'll provide you with something that already says flood. So all you have to do is change the city state. Just with find and replace. So once you get that part done. All right, so we finished all of this section, right? So we're gonna hit apply. Done with that over there. We'll hit update. And then, we always want to test what we've done. So we'll just open up a new tab. Just make sure our link works. Try a couple of these. Plumbing installation. And here's our new page we created. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. All right, so these are looking good. Looks really good right there. That's exactly what we wanted. All right, so the last step is to add the menu. So you would go through plumbing installation, plumbing repair, sewer line plumbing, water heater services, and replace each of the H tags with what we have here. So that makes sense. The plumbing repair, the top one is the H2 tag. Everything else is going to be a H3. So those details are quite important, but I think it's kind of straightforward. As long as you look and kind of just look for the link, look for the correct link. So the last portion of this is we want to add our menu for this, right? So we've done this, we've created our page, we've added the links of the pages we've created, and now we want to add our services. So we're going to make it similar as it is on the page, right? So we know our H2 tag on the page is plumbing installation. So our H2 tag on the menu is going to be plumbing installation. And so the easiest way to do it is just to use the same spreadsheet. So if we're doing plumbing installation, we would just take what we have. Well, we don't need all that. So we can just take plumbing installation and paste it here like so. And if you see here, all I did was add the / and the custom links functionality will add the rest of it. And then we're going to put the name of it, which is plumbing installation. It's going to be called plumbing installation. We're not going to put the Nashville part because that's kind of redundant. And so we want to make sure that eventually we're going to move plumbing installation under services, but we'll do that last because it automatically adds to the bottom, and so that can get kind of frustrating having to move it every single time. So let's do a few of these, and I hope you can see if I split screens, just because it's so much simpler. Because then, 'cause I don't know the next. Okay, so bathtub installation. Let's find bathtub. Bathtub installation. Let's go there. Oh, well, make sure we get the right link. The link is the Nashville, the one that says Nashville, Tennessee. Put our link / bathtub installation. And our actual page is here. And we're just going to go put these here. We'll fix it at the end. Faucet installation. Again, that's right here. Faucet installation Nashville. Do it at the end. French drain installation. So I know I'm clicking a lot, but just trying to think the repetitive motion of it will, I think you'll get it. Garbage disposal installation. Outdoor faucet installation. Okay, repiping. We're getting close to the end. I know it doesn't feel like it. Repiping. Let's see what's after repiping. Shower installation. Shower installation. Alright, sink installation. It's always best just to go through these. And one thing I should have done, so let's go back. We can go back and look at it later. We should have done this, and then everything after this would have been under. So we just want to make sure we have all of these, and they'll be in the order of how they're set on the home page. So see, same thing, plumbing installation is right here, and then we got bathtub, faucet, and so forth. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this, and then we'll check it. We'll check, see if we missed anything. Sync. So what were we on? We were on. Let's see, what were we on? We were on sink installation. What's after sinks? All right, toilet installation. Oh, we only have two more. Toilet installation. All right. Okay, so toilet installation, and then our last one was emergency plumbing. Yep, that is correct. All right. And so then we gotta move these two over, and cool. And so now we're finished with the plumbing installation section. So you wanna so a lot of times with dragging it's hard to see, but you want to put that up here. If there is a services page, put it under services. If there isn't a services page, just put it under, you can just put it at the top level. And it doesn't always play nice. But I usually, if you don't have one, you can just put it at the top level, and then move it down, and then it'll let it stay at the top level. I don't know why it's funny like that, but yeah. So here's that one, and so we're gonna put it under our services page since we have one for this site. I'm gonna hit our save, and then of course, we always check once we do that. So we should see our services. Oh, wait, all right. I'll refresh it one more time. We hit services, and then we have plumbing installation, and then we have all of our pages that we created. So plumbing installation should give us a page, bathtub installation, and faucet installation. And yep, and so it worked. So that worked perfectly, just like we planned it. And of course, the final thing I always like to do with anything, once we finish it, updating it, I like to come here and let Google know, because that's always the end goal for everything that we do, is we're doing it so that Google can index our pages and show us and make us relevant. So of course you know how to do this, but I'm going to do it just because. And so I will shut down our tabs, and that is the end of this video. thank you for paying attention. I know this was long because I had a couple hiccups. Um, but I believe this will go very smoothly for you when you're doing it yourself. Um, Hopefully, this answers some questions. Of course, feel free to reach out to me if you ever have any questions regarding any gigs that I send or any projects. I mean, most of it I try to explain as best as possible, but I know I don't get everything. So, here, what I'm going to do is update these site maps as well. Um, but yeah, like I said, you see how we did it in less than 30 minutes. And without the hiccups, we probably could have did all of it in probably another 10 minutes or less. So you see, it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for viewing.